Welcome to Ann Arbor and the Big House, home to one of the most storied programs in college football and the first one to win 1,000 games, the Michigan Wolverines. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Trojans will put total leather to crank us up. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Offense set on first down. He's looking to throw it. It's complete to the right. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful a reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
On second down, just keeps firing. Working that left side. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Wolverines! What a catch and run for 6. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll try the run. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are tonight.
And the intensity is going to be big too, Dave, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. On the run, it's Fernandez. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like, again, you have goals and you have midpoints to the season where you're at right now. This is where you wanted to be. You wanted to be in the mix in one of the best conferences in all of college football. And, Jesse, they're doing that in the Big Ten.
Yeah, they've been able to handle the stage and handle the pressure. With every win, that makes the next game that much bigger. And they've shown up on big stages on national television, and they've been able to deliver. This game, though, is the biggest yet. If they keep on the pace they're at, they're going to be playing for a Big Ten championship.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Tight end finds a soft spot. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Hard running there. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Give him 6. Touchdown, Trojans.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he added the extra point. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. You get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
And the pass hits, picked off. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Trojans. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at 2nd down. He'll set up to throw. It's on target and complete. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job on it.
They'll go back to the ground. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed, and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go
And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker. And the Wolverines are threatening in the red zone. They'll try to power their way ahead. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inch, you just have to go execute. They do it there.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break.
Here we go.
Handoff to the single back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quick strike complete. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Wisconsin delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Madison. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the Big Ten. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. RPO complete to open the drive. At midfield, he's got room. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
How nice is it as a quarterback that you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
The give on the inside. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, USC.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Pressure coming. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast. Win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Got his man quickly. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
The Wolverines have their offense in high gear. They go to the ground. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Now on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Back open in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
And it's no good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Coming after it. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
First down for the offense.
They've got it first and 10 at the 50. Wide out in motion. Trying to find his man on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. At the 40, there he goes. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
Really nice pass right there. This guy's got a lot to live up to. So much pressure when you think about playing quarterback for the Trojans. Heisman winners, guys like Carson Palmer, Matt Leinart, Caleb Williams. There's a lot of people watching this guy hoping he can be the next great one at USC. When you see throws like that, you see the hope that maybe, you know what, he might just be.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Motion from the offense. Looks as if he's going to run it. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
When you come out and the run game works right away, everybody gets confidence, everybody's happy, and the whole playbook now is open for everybody to use.
This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Southern Cal. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Cook. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. And the Wolverines headed quickly to the line. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Touchdown, Michigan! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. As expected, looks as if they'll run it out and go into halftime with a lead.
You never want to make a mistake right before the half and change the momentum of the football game. So I get it. Sometimes you want to be patient. Sometimes you want to be a little bit conservative, and obviously they're taking the conservative route.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
USC 28, Michigan 17.
The Wolverines will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the move from inside is 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. And the ball is picked off. Touchdown, Wolverines. How about that D coming up with a play like that? The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
These guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
They're going to run it.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Out of the gun, the inside give. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Michigan. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
Well, they decided to try to run it in on that two-point play. He got 2 yards, but he needed one more. They fall short.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. On the run, it's Fernandez. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
On the move. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play 4-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Great team defense on that one. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. They just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And he pulls it in at the 15. Touchdown, Trojans. They take the lead with the 6.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
They'll line up to go for 2. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Snap in the shotgun. It's complete on the right side. They get it into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. The lead stands at 7.
USC 36, Michigan 29.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They're working that left side. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
With the score, USC 36, Michigan 29.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's going to pass. They're bringing heat. Fighting off the defender. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Pocket starts to collapse. The sure hands, it's Asher. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Looking to move it through the air. Firing to the right, complete. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
The give from the gun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Trying play action. He's got his man. Tackled after picking up the first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and goal. Trying to slam in. Touchdown Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and we love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win. I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going deep. He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that.
Really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
They'll go to the ground. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
And the Trojans look to keep this drive humming. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Here's the handoff. Discards a man. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Trojans. They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and said, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Utah State proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Aggies team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Looking to go up top on first down. He's going up top here late in the game. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air. But a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Got a man. It's Asher. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. He's looking to throw it. Right down the middle. Tight end getting vertical. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. He'll just keep slinging it. Got his man on the right. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Brings up second down.
He's going to pass on second down. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. That last catch puts him over 150 yards receiving on the day.
Reese, this defense has no answer for this guy. And it doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's run or who's been covering him. They just can't stop him.
The throw. He makes the connection.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
On second down, he'll fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Asher. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. And the D deny them on second and goal. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
Man, you did the hard part. What a drive, putting points together, getting 6. Now, what are you going to do? Decision time. Do you want to go for the win right now, go for the 2-point conversion, or kick this thing and go into overtime with seconds running down on the clock?
He wants to throw it. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
That's the right call. You go for 2. You're trying to make this a field goal game, and there are just a couple of seconds left on the clock. You're feeling good about walking out of here with the W.
USC 43, Michigan 42.
Here's the situation. First, they have to recover the onside kick, then maybe time for a play or 2. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt in the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about